How's it going, everybody? We got another Envoy exclusive video to react to, and that's going to be Valley Flying sharing with us the kit to the upcoming character Quasar, the legendary standalone war offense character. I'm actually kind of excited about this guy. He looks like more than just a war offense legendary plug and play as well. He looks like he's going to have a lot of implications. So we're going to let Valley start this video off. We're probably just going to fast forward to the parts of information that are permanent to all of us getting ready for the unlock of this character. But guys, you should definitely head on over and check out the Valley Flying channel. I will be leaving a link to this in the description and the video link as well in a pinned comment. So make sure you go show Valley some love. Great content creator, great guy, and personal friend. All right, let's go ahead. Let's check this out.
Valley Club, you know you're getting some free legendaries during the Age of Annihilus. Well, in this video, we got the kit reveal for the first free legendary Quasar.
Looks great, by the way. Just like real quick, if we just look at his art, absolutely fire. I love this. This looks amazing. W Bulge. We like it. We like it.
First free legendary Quasar. Yes, all about Quasar. How good is this character? What you need to do to unlock him. And we got a special promo code for you, Valley Club. Yes, I love the name of this promo code as well. So if you're ready for all of that, you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the Valley Flying channel.
All right, guys, let's let Valley, he's going to walk us through all the different sort of lore and everything of Quasar. Looks like a very, very fun legendary character. I'm going to let you guys go over to the Valley Flying channel to get all of that lore knowledge. What I want to talk about the most is I want to talk about the vibe of the character, which is what Valley Flying is doing right now. So let's check in with Valley.
The cosmos in his cape there. So he's gonna be an Alliance War Legend, my favorite game mode. Still really excited about this guy though. Quasar, Alliance War nuke, capable of obliterating enemies and their effects during battle. He is a brawler who gets up and close and personal with big health, big resistance, big damage stats. Quasar will lack a formal team, which is...
That is so important. This is a question I just kept wondering, like, so if these legendary characters eventually merge to become the Megazord team with Annihilus, does that just mean that whatever teams that come with them are trash? Apparently they might all be standalone characters, which I would definitely be okay with. So he is a plug and play character, a brawler. That's insane. That's huge. Let me know how you guys feel about that. I actually really like the idea of a standalone legendary character.
Interesting because Commander Fury designated him with a war offense freelancer. So the good thing, especially if you like theory crafting, you could slot Quasar into a top tier war offense squads for the sole mission of shutting down oppressive war defense and mythic character.
Absolutely huge. And W design, in my opinion. I love war offense. I don't care for war defense, but there is a balancing problem that may arise from this because we've had a lot of war offensive teams lately. They've been asking us to put our best teams of war offense with the room rules as well. So there is sort of a lack of war defense teams and interest there. It doesn't mean they don't exist. It doesn't mean that just because Quasar has war offense in his kit doesn't mean he won't find his way to defense in some capacity. We'll have to wait till we see his kit. But I like the idea of it having an edge on offense because I think a lot of casual players, they should just want the biggest, funnest tools to use on offense to make war a lot less stressful. And if this guy is designated to take up oppressive war defenses and mythic characters, that's the big thing, right? The mythic characters, then this could be huge for your casual war fan.
Mephisto, Odin, all these guys, Quasar should shut them down. Quasar's kit features a slew of negative effects to paste onto enemies so he can reduce trauma, clear pesky negative effects on himself. He has a great sustain thanks to the drain and health stealing, keeping him in the fight longer. His ultimate hits like an exploding star, vaporizing the primary and adjacent targets with unavoidable piercing damage that ignores defense up, can't be blocked, can't be counterattacked.
This is huge. Okay, so guys, this is why, honestly, this is why the last couple of teams we've had, the Star Jammers Vigilance team, they don't feel really good. Blade goes before his team and he hits into defense up, but he ignores defense up like Quasar does here. That's why the Night Stalker team feels great. All the other teams besides that have ways to flip your buffs or to remove your buffs before they do attacks. So Quasar is not going to be hitting into this like huge detrimental buff situation. I think he's going to be a pretty fast character. So this is definitely a way that they've been designing teams lately that makes any team they don't design that way not feel the best.
This guy sounds super strong already. And if you're up against Mephisto, Quasar has you covered with his passive with Denies Exhausted. Ooh, I bet he's not going to be used too much on defense then. Let's see what his kit reads. As well as a special ability which clears enemy's side battlefield effects.
We'll have to see what that is. So what does Denied Exhausted mean? Does that mean like in his passive he just can't have exhaust? Or does that mean he makes his team can't have exhaust? Is that only the application of exhaust like from Mephisto? Or if he's on war defense, does he make it so even if you go in and lose to him, no exhaust on the team? Lots of implications there. Very interesting.
Ooh. All right, he has a new battlefield effect, the newest battlefield effect. Quasar introduces a new dimension to battlefield effects, which he uses not only to take his power to the next level, but also to shut down divine capabilities of Odin. So Mephisto, Odin, all that stuff is gone from Quasar.
Crazy. Also, now it makes sense why Professor X does not have a battlefield effect, but Null does.
Quasar's Awakened Ultimate ability activates his battlefield effect, Quantum Constructs. When activated, this battlefield effect is very strong, guys. Can't be cleared.
What?
Can't be replaced by any other character or action until a set number of ally and enemy turns has been completed. So
that's crazy. So like Odin's battlefield effect, he puts his up, Odin's can't get his up, and then a set amount of turns has to happen. Well, now if we bring in like Old Man Logan with Quasar, Odin is just shut down. I'm super curious if this is going to be also in Crucible. But there is a big concern here. Quasar's Awakened Ultimate ability activates his battlefield effect. Awakened ability for Shadow King, the passive is just now coming around to players. And Astro was out when? Last September? October? So it's been a long time, right? So this might be a $40 tax to make this character actually work against mythical characters. Because they're giving the legendary characters away for free. But if they're hiding the best part of the kit, an Awakened ability that you can only buy, we'll see how that goes. That's not confirmation there. Maybe we'll be able to earn the Awakened ability. I don't know. But that is definitely a red flag right there, right? Anyway, let's Valley continue, but we're going to take over, so we're going to kind of breeze through the rest of this.
Unlike a lot of the other battlefield effects which cleared the previous one, this one you gotta wait. You gotta wait for a specific number of turns. Quasar's battlefield effects icon displays the number of turns remaining, and when that number of turns is completed, Quasar's battlefield effects clears automatically. Good stuff there. All right, I like that they're giving you some notifications so you're not having to guess at that. Hopefully it works correctly when it's introduced.
That's good. All right, let me take over from here so we can speed up a bit. Quantum Constructs is activated when Quasar's Awakened Ultimate ability on the allied side and lasts until 18 characters, allies, and enemies have completed their turns. It reduces the enemy assist chance by 100%, RIP Odin assist. Reduces active healing, RIP is healing. By 30%. Blocks enemies from getting charged. Oh, he doesn't even need Old Man Logan. Or Safeguard, get rid of Mephisto. But we have to go before Mephisto goes still. Right? Mephisto will still get Safeguard off if this battlefield effect is not there already. An enemy turn reduces the duration of one random pause effect by 2. That's crazy. So it's got the decay effect on there. That's a super powerful kit. All right, let's go ahead. Let's fast forward through this a bit. Unlocking Quasar. So we want everyone to end chapter 1 with a 7-star Quasar, and we're making his unlock simple and straightforward. They went over this in the strike spot. Like, by playing the game, you will get Quasar at 7-star unlocks as long as you're taking part in the events and all kinds of stuff like that. So yeah, they say, with strong daily play, you can unlock Quasar at the end of the first month and have him at 7 yellow stars in the chapter. They'll go into the catch-up opportunities. At that point, they did say in the last strike spot that they're going to be ironing out the catch-up mechanics, and we'll see how that goes. Red stars. Whether you call them trials or still call them scourges, I call them scourges. It's just built into me now. We can all agree to call them can't miss opportunities. 100%. These are some of the most fun PvE content we get every year. And if there's going to be 3 new legendary characters, I would hope we get 3 new scourges. So this is where we earn the red stars. We have a Trial Scourge event during Chapter 1 that'll be your ticket to Quasar Red Stars. You'll need the newest teams to make progress. Ooh, okay, there's your warning. So be on the lookout for chance to build these squads. Which squads? Vigilante, Starjammers? Astral? Like, which teams? The newest teams? Liberty? Geez. Maybe Thunderbolts? They're going to be coming out soon, too? Assumably, because the movie's coming. Fantastic Four, they heavily hinted at that. It's going to be Fantastic Four required, so let me know. All right, here we got Quasar's kit. This is the fun part. Quasar, Hero, Cosmic, Mystic, Brawler Legendary, speed of 129. Okay, It doesn't even matter what the rest of his kit is right now. At speed 129, I know I can get use out of this guy in Crucible. 129 is a very, very fast base speed, of which we could then manipulate, get that higher than other people. As long as he does some sort of interesting something, he's going to be very, very plug and play, just with that speed alone. All right, let's see the basic. Let's see if he's going to be a striker or not. Let's just read the... Okay, he's got an Awakened basic too. Gain +1 offense up to a maximum of 3. Attack primer for 320. It's good damage. Applying slow. If target is cosmic, steal 10% for that primary target. Okay, so Mephisto, Odin, Null, targeting all those characters. I see ya. The Awakened basic. Okay, it's the same stuff. On War Offense, it adds Flip Disrupt on self. That's cool. Oh, and on War Offense, instead, always steal 10% health from the primary target. So let's see the Striker attack. It has the steal health from the target. And on the Awakened, it also has the steal it from everybody. Okay, that is a very, very powerful Awaken ability. And that is definitely a Striker character. That is a huge amount of damage. We used to love it when like Omega Red, OG Omega Red did that, right? It's a gigantic amount of damage. You cannot downplay that. He's going to be a Striker. Fast character, but I mean, when you put him with other teams who have, you know, speed bar, speed stat, whatever the case may be, he might be going last on the team. Or maybe not last, but like third or something. He'll have vulnerables to hit into. All right, let's see the special. 4 out of 4. There is no Awakened ability. That's good. Attack primary adjacent targets for 350% piercing. Deal 15% of this character's max health. New stat health. Imagine, so Black Bolt hits for 30% of his, right? The Quasar is a new legendary character, and they said he's got high health. This is going to absolutely crank, and it also has 350% piercing. This is going to be one-shotting a lot of players, I think. Apply defense down for 2 turns, slow for 2 turns, offense down for 2 turns, and expose to the primary. Apply defense down for 2 turns to each adjacent target, and on War Offense, he's going to apply all those debuffs and the expose. Does he have his own expose effect, or does this help other players that you might put with him? That's interesting. So he's got a battlefield effect and possibly an expose as well. Clear all battlefield effects on the enemy side. Okay, there's the clear on the enemy side. Call the ally with the highest damage to attack the primary target. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. So he's hitting for 350% piercing and 50% of his max health to primary adjacents. And the primary target is also getting hit by the highest damage enemy. What? Oh, sorry, the highest damage ally. Oh, that's even better. Because then you're not held back by like an Odin mind control does less damage, or astral mind control does less damage. It's going to be an ally, so it's going to take more hits. That's crazy, though. That's a really powerful special on a low cooldown, too. All right, let's see that ultimate. And I guess we'll have to see the difference between the non-awakened and the awakened. So it's a 7 out of 7, so it is a long cost cooldown, but it can happen turn 1. AI will use it turn 1. Clear all charged on all enemies. Flip all negative effects on this character and heal for 15% max health. Attack primary and adjacent targets for 500% piercing. Then it's all War Offense. Okay, so it's like good damage. Flip stuff, clears charge. I mean, outside of War, this is not nearly as interesting whatsoever. If this character has trauma, reduce duration of all negative effects on self by 2, then heal for additional 15%. That's nice. On War Offense, apply ability block for 2 turns and trauma for 2 turns to primary and adjacents. This attack gains 1500% extra focus. Attack ignores defense up, is unavoidable, cannot be blocked. Only on War Offense. Interesting. I would have thought this last line would have applied everywhere, but this is just War Offense. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, maybe it doesn't apply everywhere. Hold on, we'll see. No, okay, this is not on War Offense. This is everywhere. Sorry, the manner in which we have to do this is a little wonky. His special looks better in Crucible. I think you're going to default to a special, except in very, very particular circumstances where you need to get rid of some charged, and maybe you just need to have the unavoidable damage. I don't think the special is unavoidable. No, special is not unavoidable. So if you need the unavoidable hit for whatever reason you're facing off against a Weaver or something, I guess that's how you would do it. All right. The Awakened Ultimate. Clear all charge on enemies, flip all negative effects, heal 50%. Attack primary and adjacent targets for 500 piercing, plus apply ability block for 2 turns. Wait, what? I thought it hit everybody. Oh, no, it is just primary and adjacent targets. Okay. But if you have the Awakened ability, it's adding ability blocks for 2 turns. Ability blocks at primary and adjacents is a pretty big freaking deal. That's a strong awakened ability right there too. All right, he's just going back up to check himself. It looks like, or maybe I missed something. This is where the battlefield effect is supposed to come, right? On the awakened ability. Is it hidden in war offense only? It is. Okay, in war offense, clear all battlefield effects on allied side and apply the battlefield effect quantum constructs. So the battlefield effect is war offense only. Definitely devalues him a little bit for Crucible for sure. But okay, fine. I still think that his 129 speed and his amazingly big damage special is going to be effective in Crucible. And new stats, legendary character, free 7 stars on him. Like, this is going to be a big deal still. Let's see this battlefield effect. On enemy turn, reduce duration of 1 random positive effect by 2 on that enemy. So, it's not all effects. Reduce duration of 1 random positive effect by 2. Okay, that's not as broken as I first thought. Reduce enemy assist by 100%, active healing by 30. Enemies cannot gain charge or safeguard. This battlefield effect cannot be cleared or replaced by another battlefield effect. It lasts until 18 characters, allies, and enemies have completed their turns. So he's going to win war fights for you. And I think he's going to be a playmaker in Crucible. Let's see his passive, though, because I want to see, what does his expose effect do? On spawn, in everywhere. Gain defense after 2 turns and apply immunity for 2 turns to self and all allies. No way. If a team that you have spawns with immunity now, he can give you the Infinity Watch effect. He makes his team Infinity Watch. Gain defense after 2 turns and apply immunity for 2 turns to self and all allies. He can give you safeguard immunity on spawn if you spawn with immunity. That's insane. That's actually so broken. What? On turn, heal self for 25% of his character. He's going to heal so much. The first time any character takes a turn, if any enemy is legendary or mythic, gain +1 immunity up to maximum of 3. Okay, that's cool. When an enemy with it... Also, he's going to counter Mephisto. So if he applies immunity to self and all allies, Mephisto doesn't give you those debuffs now. That's actually gigantic. Wow. So, like, him with, like, Kang Cabal probably is going to beat a lot of Mephisto teams now. Interesting. Or like Gore. Yeah, so like him, Gore, Cabal might beat a lot of Mephisto teams now because Gore will remove the battlefield effect. Or he'll remove the battlefield effect. Wait, no, he still removes the battlefield effect on his special, right? Or is that war offense only? Hold on. We're going to find it. It's not. Clear all battlefield effects on the enemy side. Oh, it's on the enemy side. I think Mephisto's on ours. Okay, fine, fair. Fair. Let's get back to that passive. Okay, it's kind of huge. Am I right? Does that clear Mephisto? If not, him plus Gore plus Cabal will beat a lot of Mephisto teams in Crucible. That's kind of crazy. Okay, when an enemy with expose gains a positive effect, attack that enemy for 300% piercing, plus steal 5% health, plus reduce the speed bar of that enemy by 15%. No shot. So he only puts exposed on the primary. On war offense, it's to everybody. Hold on, we gotta go find that again. Let me find it again, sorry. The exposed to primary, war offense, he does it to everybody. Okay, so war offense, this guy is just nuts. He's bonkers. He's bananas. But even in Crucible, he still does the exposed to the primary. That doesn't take into account anybody else you bring in that can do an exposed, like your own Mephisto doing special. Or like your in-game Thanos, your Nightcrawler, your Super Skrull. Wow, this is crazy. When an enemy with exposed gains a positive effect, attack the enemy for 300% piercing, 5% max health, and reduce the speed bar of that enemy by 15%. The speed bar part is crazy. Actually, no, that's not even the crazy part. The crazy part is the damage. So if you bring, and this is in all modes. That's a crazy kit, guys. That is actually a crazy kit. And he wouldn't really go good on Crucible defense either. Because the ultimate, though powerful, it'll hit really hard. It doesn't do the expose or anything like that. It doesn't do the mind controls, all the debuffs, that kind of stuff. So he's like a very, very, very much an offense character. Okay, he gains 25% drain. He's going to do so much damage. He's going to heal so much. There is an awakened passive. So it's only not an awakened special. On offense, on war offense, On any turn, reduce the barrier on each enemy with barrier by 50%. On end of any turn, if this character does not have safeguard, gain 1 safeguard. So he's just always giving himself safeguard on the end of any turn. So even if you get it decayed off by like an endgame Thanos' passive hit or his ultimate, then the Quasar's just like, nah, give me that back. Nah, give me that back. That's insane. This character and all allies cannot gain exhausted. I need to know if that's going to work on war defense. If you put that on a team and that team can't get exhausted anymore, that's crazy. I assume it will though, because it's going to happen like in between fights. But you just can't do it with Mephisto. That's insane. The damage of this character and all allies can only be reduced by offense down. Okay, I like that. Enemies cannot gain immunity. That's huge. Okay, so in a mirror match, this is war offense only. He's an offense only character. Oh, I love him. I love him. The speed of all characters can only be altered by positive and negative effects. So there's no Emma gimmicks. That's it. There's no Emma gimmicks. That's nuts. All right, let's see what the Awakened ability is going to add on the passive there. How much more can you add to that? Okay, so it's still 15%. It's 500% piercing damage. Oh, sorry, this is the ultimate. Oh, Valley might have gone through the passive too quickly. Let's let Valley lead us through the Awakened passive.
Offense team when he comes to the game. And Awakened passive on war offense, all allies are also going to gain 20.
That's it? All allies gain drain? Okay, well,
25%.
You know, that's cool. That's cool. Oh,
And
no,
mythic enemy
He's hiding it. Valley, give me the goods. Here, let's let him read it to us.
allies are also going to gain 25% drain, and also lowering the damage reduction for legendary and mythic enemies by 35%. Looks very, very strong. So the base
Lowering the damage reduction of mythic and legendary characters by, was it 35%?
and also
Hold on. What number is that, Valley? I can't see it. My cogwheel's hiding it. What number is that?
meta offense team win the game. And Awakened passive on war offense, all allies are also going to gain 25% drain,
35%.
and also lowering the damage reduction for legendary and mythic.
That's a crazy kit, guys. This guy looks uber powerful. I definitely see use in Crucible. Obviously, war offense. Sliding this guy in anywhere is going to just make that team win. As long as it's not like hand minions. Even then, it might. This passive, with that expose, you gain buffs, you lose turn meter. A lot of teams are just passively gaining buffs. Think like Astral. How many buffs do they just passively gain? Think, oh my god. What about like Liberty? I guess you'd have to get the expose on them first. But that'd be crazy too. Oh, geez. There's a lot of teams that just passively gain buffs. And Mephisto can't put exhaust in you. He can't give you those debuffs. It's insane. This kid is insane. Let me know what you guys think about Quasar. Make sure you head on over to Valley Flying's channel to watch the full kit raid here, as well as all the good lore bits that he's going to throw in there as well, and just the good personality and the good vibes. I'll make sure to leave a link to that in the description and in a pinned comment. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about Quasar. This guy looks good. He looks like more than war offense. And wow. Holy jeez, I didn't even think about this. What is the full Annihilator team going to look like at the end of the day? I assume one of the next legendaries is going to be a Crucible legendary character, right? And so this team is then going to have a crazy Annihilist, a crazy Crucible legendary character, this guy doing all that crazy exposed shit. Whoa, when the Age of Annihilist is all said and done, there is going to be a game-ending team in play. Oh, that's kind of scary. All right, guys, have yourselves a wonderful day. Stay happy, stay healthy, have fun. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.